I'm Elizabeth Fleming. I'm going to do my final reflection on EDM 310. Um, Through this class, my eyes have been opened so much. There are things that I've learned in this class that I never thought or even knew existed. Actually, most things that I've learned in this class or I've been introduced to in this class, I would have never known about if it hadn't been for EDM 310. I think the most important thing that I'll take from this class is the idea of using the internet and all of its resources that it has um, to be just a self-taught learner. Um, I never really, I think I always knew that there was so much more that I could learn about the internet and so much more that was out there that I could possibly use on the internet, but I didn't really know how to access it or didn't really know how to find exactly what I was looking for. But I think that this class is great. I think it has done really, I think I've learned how to do that through just the different resources that we've used. Like I love my PLN. It was probably my least favorite assignment when I started looking at it. I was like, what is this? Why am I ever going to use it? And the more the semester went on, the more I liked it because I used Symbaloo and I had this screen that and it had all the different icons of the different sites and people and things that I followed and that I used on a daily basis. So I really loved that, and I think that I will continue to add to my PLN for forever. Hopefully, I plan to, and continue to use the resources that I have already on my PLN. Um, the abundance of tools, like I said, that we have used in this class are wonderful. I've enjoyed pretty much every project that we've done in this class, and I have enjoyed using the different tools, such as the Google tools. Google Docs is wonderful. It allows you to keep everything, saved in one spot, which is great. It's kind of, you think, oh, well, you can just save it on your computer, but Google Docs is great because you might not always have your computer. So if you have things saved on Google Docs, you can, be at any computer anywhere and pull up what you need, which I love that because I don't always have my computer with me. And same goes with Google Forms and presentations and those. We did our final project, Project 16, using the Google presentations, and I found it really useful because we were able to share the document or the presentation with the 4 people in my group, and we could all work on it at home, when we had time. But then everybody else in the group could see what we had been working on, and could make changes or edit it from their house as well. So I love Google presentations for that purpose. You don't all have to be together sitting in a group to work on it. You can do it at home when you have time, and then everybody else can collaborate, doing the same thing, but you can always check what the other person's doing. Google Forms I absolutely loved. I think it is a great way to gather and collect data, and how efficient. You don't have to, gather the results of the data yourself. It does it for you. So that's wonderful. I think that's great for any teacher. There's always forms and different things that, questionnaires that you have to do and fill out, and I think that's a wonderful resource for teachers. I also loved the time toast tool that we were introduced to. This as well, I think any teacher can use because some things are just, you've got to teach the dates and you've got to teach the sequence of the dates, and I think that that's an awesome tool that we've been introduced to. And I love Skype. I had never used Skype before this class. I had known of people that would Skype, and kind of was just like, oh yeah, whatever. But once I really learned how to use it and got familiar with it, I have gotten my mom a webcam, and she lives in Birmingham and I'm in Mobile, and so it's great because I have two children and we can Skype my mom and she can see her grandkids and talk to them and see them interacting and doing whatever they do. So it's been really fun using that for that purpose, but it's also great for an educational purpose as well. You can use it to um, communicate with other teachers and other classrooms, and it's just, I think it's a great tool to know how to use if needed. um, I've loved Blogger in general. I think that I can definitely see myself as not keeping up my EDM 310 blog after the class, but creating a new blog for my friends and family to follow. It's a great tool to share anything really, thoughts, pictures, videos, whatever you think or want to share, and anybody that wants to can check it out. So I love Blogger. I think it's great for this class. It's a perfect tool to use to keep up with what we are doing and how we're progressing throughout the semester. So I think Blogger is awesome for that. I have thoroughly enjoyed this class. There's really not a project that I would say I haven't enjoyed. Project 15 was awesome. Working with my group and creating the movie trailer. It's so neat because I really felt like we were in Hollywood producing a movie, and we had so much fun with that project, which I think is a wonderful aspect of this class. We are able to learn, but we're learning, in a different style than just sitting in a classroom. We're allowed to be creative, and we're allowed to use our imagination, and we have free reign over what we want to do for our projects. And I think that's so great because it's something that we don't get to do in a normal classroom setting. Not that I think that is right. I think that we should always be able to use our imagination and creativity in any classroom setting, but that's not the case in normal classrooms these days. It's getting better, but EDM 310 really allowed us to be creative, and I loved working on the Macs in the lab. If I hadn't bought a new PC before the class, I definitely would have bought a Mac because I loved using them. And I loved all three of the associates that were in the lab. Jamie, Lynn, Stephen, and Anthony all made EDM 310 a little bit easier in helping us in answering questions, and I think that they're very useful, and I think they're very much needed for the class, just because one person, Dr. Strange, can't answer everybody's questions, and I thought that they did a really good job of getting on the students' level and helping us out through the class. So my appreciation to them for a successful semester. And as far as Dr. Strange, I have thoroughly enjoyed this class, and everything that I have learned, none of it will be forgotten, because I think it's all very useful. I loved all of the different videos that you assigned for us to watch and do blog post assignments from. I think all of them were very educational and inspiring in different ways, and they weren't just videos to watch and comment about. They were videos to think about and think how you can apply them to your life. And like I loved Randy Pausch's last speech that he gave, and all of the different things that he talks about in that video. After you finish watching it, you're kind of like, wow, and I loved the what's your sentence. I think it's really important for us to stop every once in a while and say, you know, what am I here for? What do I want to do in life? And, you know, how am I going to make a difference? I think that is, you know, something that we always need to think about and have in the back of our mind. And I loved reading the teachers' blogs and following their blogs and getting their ideas and you know, their different tips and all, you know, any advice that they have for us is upcoming and future teachers. I think the way that this class is designed is wonderful. I think it allows future teachers to meet teachers that are already out there, and you know, it allows them to start communicating with them, and it just opens up all of the doors and creates so many different resources that we can use in our future. And I thank you for a wonderful semester, and I hope that I can continue to learn the new technology, since it never stays the same. It's constantly changing. I hope that I'm able to change along with it. And I know that if I ever have any questions, I know where to find you. So thank you so much, and I thoroughly enjoyed this class once again.